Lady Patriots in the GIAA Region 5 4A game, and the game just getting underway. Pacelli winning the tip. That's Zanaya Crouch over to KK Jackson on the wing, back to Crouch. Crouch trying to set up this offense. KK Jackson in the corner. That's it back to Crouch. Crouch heading over to Kimora Jones on the wing. Jones back to Crouch. Crouch, top of the circle. Jones on the wing, driving, kicking it back out, trying to kick it back out, and looks like she is fouled. And that foul is on number 10, Becca Lee of Strong Rock Lady Patriots. Starting lineup tonight for Pacelli, Zanaya Crouch, Kimora Jones, Jayla Kendrick, KK Jackson, and Jayla Moore taking to the court to start things off. For Strong Rock, it's Addison Andrews, Pally Rochelle, Becca Lee, Carrington Dervin, and Ava Norsworthy. Trying to get the clocks, everything lined up, everything's in sync, and we are ready to get things going. Pacelli inbounding. Kimora Jones pass inbounds. She fumbles it, and it goes into the bench of Strong Rock. So the Lady Patriots will get the ball there on turnover. That's a big game for both teams. Pacelli ranked number 8 in the GIAA 4A rankings. 5 through 8 will host first-round games. So Pacelli definitely wants to keep their spot. Strong Rock's number 12. They are just a tick ahead of Brookstone at number 13. Only 12 make the playoffs. Addison Andrews chasing it back down for Strong Rock. Becca Lee driving into the paint, turns it over, and Pacelli's got it. Jayla Kendrick bringing it up court, pushing it up court a little bit. Kimora Jones again can't handle the pass of the corner. Jones, of course, one of the top players for the Lady Vikings, averaging 10 points and 3.3 points per ball game. She leads the team with 2.7 steals per contest. All right, so Strong Rock yet now. Neither team has managed to put anything on the board yet. And a whistle. And Strong Rock will inbounds. May have been a clock malfunction. Again, no score here. 6:52 remaining here in the first quarter here at the Land. You're, of course, watching the Beck Center Game of the Week at Pacelli on Georgia Alabama Sports Live, presented by Glenn Smith Chevrolet GMC, Coca-Cola, and Jack Houston Memorial Hospital and Houston Clinic. Ava Norsworthy out of the wing. Norsworthy trying to set up the offense. Dribbling, guarded closely by Jayla Moore into the paint. Her pass to Carrington Dervin going out of bounds, but it was last touched by Pacelli. Pass broken up. That means the Lady Patriots will inbound and get a new 35 here. Or will they? There's the question. Everybody looking around at each other, trying to see what's going on here. As I mentioned, the first quarter, though, is sponsored by Carol Purdue, your local State Farm agent who supported Georgia Alabama Sports Live from the beginning. Give her a call today, as she's the biggest State Farm agent in East Alabama, but, hey, she's got customers both sides of the river. All right, Strong Rock, 8 on the shot clock, time ticking down. Norsworthy gets it inside. Becca Lee in the paint, and it's a shot clock violation, a turnover. Pacelli will get the ball back. 6:14 remaining. No score in this one. And over to the scorer's table, trying to make sure everything's lined up. All right, looks like we're set here. All right, so Pacelli will get the ball and see if they can be the one to finally break the ice and get on the board. Jayla Moore go over to Zanaya Crouch in a half-court trap. That doesn't work. Moore over to Rebecca Baker in a corner inside. KK Jackson low post. Nice spin move, but it will not fall. Dervin with the rebound. Strong Rock bringing it up court. That's Norsworthy driving. Dervin kicking it back out to Becca Lee. Becca Lee over to Kylie Rochelle on the wing. Good defense by Pacelli, playing it tight. Becca Lee driving. And they're going to call a foul on that one. Foul on Rebecca Baker, her first. So Lee will go to the line to shoot. She is the second leading scorer on the team, averaging 10.3 points a game. But leading scorer Casey Keeney has been ill, and she's going to be out the rest of the season. Keeney, freshman, one of 3 triplets on the team. Lee hits her first shot. Caitlin Keeney and Courtney Keeney will also get out. Will be seeing playing time tonight. All right, Becca Lee, her second free throw. And no good off the front of the rim. Jaylee Kendrick gets it. 1-0 Strong Rock here. So Nia Crouch back to Kendrick. Kendrick over to KK Jackson. Looking it out. Here's Jayla Moore driving the paint, and the runner hits it. And the Vikings on the board, taking a 2-1 lead. 5:27 remaining here in the first quarter. Strong defense here from the Vikings, and the pass is thrown away. Jayla Kendrick gets it, bringing it up court in the paint. Runner no. Rebound, battled for KK Jackson and even Norsworthy. Possession arrow to Strong Rock. Lady Patriots inbounding. Press by the Lady Vikings, trying to see if they can force another turnover. Norsworthy guarded closely by KK Jackson. She gets it across to Courtney Dervin. Dervin to Becca Lee in the paint, and one step too many. So another turnover by Strong Rock. Lady Vikings getting the ball, leading at 2-1. 5 minutes to go in the first quarter. KK Jackson on the wing, driving to the hoop, and won't drop, but she does draw the foul. And that foul will be on number 10. That's Becca Lee, her second foul of the game. Sue Murray about to check in for Lee. Was one of the players on the flag football team that won their fourth straight state championship. And KK Jackson dropping both of those free throws. So it's 4-1 Pacelli. Jackson trying to come up with a steal, can't quite do it, but she did not get called for the foul. Norsworthy to Murray, the pass a little bit wide. Murray tried saving it, could not, stepped on the line. So the Lady Vikings get the ball back. 4:45 remaining now. They've got a 3-point lead. And whistles. Referee over at the scorer's table. And as I mentioned, Strong Rock ranked 12th in 4A. Brookstone's 13. There's literally 1/100th of a point between them in the ratings. So all the games are big. They're down the stretch here for Strong Rock. They want to make the playoffs. Lady Vikings with 3 games left. They're pretty solid in the 8 spot, but they want to stay 8 and host in the first round. Jayla Moore inside to KK Jackson. Shot blocked by Carrington Dervin. No foul called. So Pacelli will inbounds. Crouch to Jayla Kendrick. Kendrick, the mid-range jumper, wide, no good. Carrington Dervin with a rebound up court. And that is Sue Murray across the timeline. Murray driving to the paint, backs it out. That's even Norsworthy. Murray again, behind the back pass. Long shot by Rochelle, no good. Rebound, Dervin. Dervin, no good. And it is rebound by Jayla Kendrick, pushing it up court. Jayla Moore, the shot, no good. Murray, rebound. And the Lady Patriots slow things down. 3:51 left, 4-1 right now. Pacelli in. That was Addison Andrews on the low post. That one wasn't going anywhere. Broken up, but Strong Rock retains possession. David Norsworthy with the inbounds. Tell you some good defense. And the pass to Murray off the fingertips. And Rebecca Baker winds up with it. Baker driving, tries to hit the layup, and it falls. Rebecca Baker with her first 2 points of the game. 6-1 Lady Vikings. Murray trapped. KK Jackson trying to come up with a steal along the back line. Doesn't quite work. Out of bounds. Strong Rock will inbounds again. Norsworthy. They've got 6 seconds to get across the timeline. Baseball pass to Sue Murray. Murray guarded closely by Crouch. They get it across the timeline. Norsworthy double teamed. And a foul is called. That foul will be on Kimora Jones. That's most first of the game. And checking into the contest, Jayla Moore. She comes in. Kimora Jones coming out. Northworthy for Strong in the corner. That's Murray. Murray kicking it back out to Northworthy. Northworthy driving into the paint. The runner, no go. Shot blocked. Rebound. Lady Vikings. On the break, it's Rebecca Baker who pulls it back out. They're going to reset it. And Jayla Moore was fouled. Northworthy came up behind her, tried to go for the steal. Didn't work. Instead, she fouled Moore, hit her upside the head. Just a tap, but it's still a foul. That's first foul of the night on Northworthy. And time has been called. Let's take a break. You're watching the Beck Center Game of the Week at Pacelli on Georgia, Alabama Sports Live.
At Glenn Smith Chevrolet, let's kick off 2026 with a bang. We will not be undersold. Chevy Traverse with 3-row seating up to $7,250 off. The impressive Chevy Equinox up to $5,500 off. Enjoy no payments until springtime. Get your lowest price guaranteed today. Smart people from all over the USA come to Glenn Smith Chevrolet. Get ready to smile.
Welcome back to the land. Pacelli taking on Strong Rock girls basketball game here. Dave Plata, along with producer Ricky Rogers, bringing you all the action. The Lady Vikings off to a 6-1 lead here with 3 minutes remaining in the first quarter. It's been a slow game. Both teams have had problems getting their offenses going. Pacelli's been playing some strong defense. They've forced several turnovers. The Lady Vikings waiting to just get things going again. Pacelli coming into the game with a 10-7 record, 4-1 in region play. Strong Rock is 12-9, 1-3 in region. Both teams battling for a playoff spot in the 4 playoffs, which are coming up in a couple of weeks. All right, Zanaya Crouch, top the key. Over to Jackson. KK, back to Crouch. Crouch trying to see if she can set something up. There's KK Jackson in the corner, back to Crouch, top of the circle. She goes to 3, rims in and out. Close. A good look, just didn't drop. Durbin with the rebound, pushing it up court, and Strong Rock. Northworthy, 3, no. Rebound, KK Jackson. KK, dribbling, all alone, driving it in. Should be the easy layup. She gets the drop. Jackson with 4 points on the night. Pacelli up 8-1. Strong Rock gets it across the timeline. Rithau in the corner. Over into Durbin. Durbin in the paint. Shot blocked by Jayla Kendrick. Zanaya Crouch bringing up court. Z almost loses a handle on it. She puts one up. It won't fall. Rebound by Durbin. Rochelle back to to Northworthy. And Northworthy bringing it up court. Double team. She gets it across to Rochelle over on the wing. Rochelle slinging it past, picked off by KK Jackson. KK to Zanaya Crouch. Z pulls it up, stops. Kendrick back to Crouch, top of the circle. And she's called for traveling. Or double dribble, rather. A little sketchy ball handling costs the Vikings a turnover. They lead this one 8-1, 141 here remaining in the first quarter. Strong Rock's head coach Chris Anderson trying to get his ladies lined up here. So here we go. Murray. Guarded closely by Jayla Kendrick. Back to Northworthy across the timeline. Northworthy, Rochelle in the corner for 3. No. Jayla Moore got her hand on it, but she couldn't quite reel it in. Off her fingertips and out of bounds. So Strong Rock retains possession. Northworthy inbounds at the Murray. Murray. Top of the circle. Fires up a 2 and it goes. A long 2 for Murray. Their first bucket of the night. Pacelli 8-3. Lady Vikings push it up court. Kendrick back to Crouch. Crouch setting things back up. Playing catch with KK for a bit. KK in the corner. Tries to go low post to Kendrick. Kendrick guarded it closely. Instead, Crouch driving in the paint. Ball knocked loose. Strong Rock comes up with it. That's Northworthy. Bringing up court. Across the timeline. Murray driving in. Her fall away won't go. Taylor Moore with the rebound. Moore pushing it up court. And the runner, yes. Hits it. She was about the free throw line. And that bad boy dropped. 4 points on the night for Moore. 10-3 Pacelli. 28 seconds left. The shot clock is off. And the pass is picked off by the Lady Vikings. Taylor Moore, mid-range jumper, no. Rebound, Rochelle. Rochelle pitching it back out to Sue Murray. 16 seconds remaining now. Murray double-teamed. The pass picked off Rebecca Baker. Jayla Moore. Denia Crouch, mid-range jumper, falls. Nothing but net from the side. Crouch's first 2 points of the night, 12-3 Pacelli. And the clock runs out, and the first quarter is in the books. Pacelli's Lady Vikings with a strong start here. They lead it 12-3 after one quarter. We're watching the Beck Center Game of the Week on Georgia, Alabama Sports Live.
For the big, for the small, the short, and the tall. Peacemakers, risk takers, for the optimists, pessimists, exhibitionists, for long distance love, for the farsighted, nearsighted, for introverts and extroverts, for the thinkers and the doers.
Tonight's game is brought to you by Glenn Smith Chevrolet GMC in Opelika, the first and original presenting sponsor on Georgia, Alabama Sports 5. Love to have you guys. All right, 12-3 Pacelli as the second quarter gets underway. Lady Vikings will have the first possession of this quarter. Strong Rock only managed one field goal through the first quarter. All right, Mo Jones set up the offense. KK Jackson on the corner, or on the wing there. Back to Mo at the top of the circle. Now it's Jayla Kendrick. Inside, Jayla Moore, low post. Shot is blocked. Holly Vaughn in the ball game. She came off the block. One of the taller players on the team. I'll estimate her at 5'10". Good play there. She's one of the two team leaders. She averages 1.3 blocks per contest. Moore inbounding to Mo Jones in the corner for three. Rims off. Rebound. KK Jackson. KK shot blocked again by Vaughn. And a Strong Rock ball. Across the timeline. And Jolie Knight called for traveling. Knight now in the ballgame along with Caitlin Keeney, Allie Vaughn, Becca Lee, KK Jackson driving, and she's fouled. Let's see who they call the foul on. And the foul is on Becca Lee, her third. 3 fouls on Lee here in the second quarter. She stays in the game. All right. Pause of some sort here. All right. Lady Vikings up 9. They'll be inbounding from underneath their own basket. Allie Vaughn, the junior center coming in, has definitely disrupted the Lady Vikings when they tried to go inside so far. 2 blocks this quickly here in the second quarter. Inbounds, Mo Jones, the 3 not happening. She tries flipping it inside to Jayla Moore. The pass goes wide, and Strong Rock picks it up on the turnover. Lady Vikings on the press. Lee kicking it back, and a whistle. And the shot clock didn't move. Lady Vikings did all the work, and the shot clock didn't move. Apparently, they're having some clock problems here. Discussing things down on the scorers table. Hey, make sure you follow Georgia Alabama Sports Live on all social media platforms for the latest updates on local sports in our area. Don't miss a game. Subscribe to all of our pages today. Still trying to get things worked out. I also want to mention the Alex Quinney All-State Good Hands Player of the Game will be awarded at the end of this contest. So keep an eye out for that one. The discussions go on. Everybody getting things set. 7:15 remaining here. Pacelli with a 12-3 lead in this battle with Strong Rock in a Giaa AA Region 5 contest. Strong Rock gets it across the timeline. Double teamed. And a steal by Jayla Moore. She takes it in for the lay-in. Moore with 6 points on the night, 14-3 Pacelli. Pacelli's press is definitely working. Norsworthy, guarded closely by KK Jackson, gets the pass over to Jolie Knight, and Knight is called for traveling. One thing the press is doing is definitely disrupting the Lady Patriots offense. They have been having lots of problems getting the ball across the timeline. Kennedy Span checking in. Jolie Knight coming out. Lady Vikings with a double-digit lead already with 6:45 or so remaining here in the second quarter. KK Jackson on the wing, looking to send it inside instead of to Jayla Kendrick. Along the perimeter. There's Kendrick, go for three! Rims in and out. Not a bad look. Rebound. Strong Rock. Span with the rebound, but Jayla Moore with the steal. She bats it away. Mo Jones coming up with the ball. She drives. Her shot is blocked. Here goes Strong Rock the other way. Caitlin Keeney inside. No. Bucket does not drop off the rim. Lee, no. Lady Vikings rebound and Jayla Moore taking it in for the lay. Oh, it does not drop. She rushed the shot. Strong Rock. Turning it over again. It winds up KK Jackson coming up with the steal. Jayla Kendrick to Jackson. Mo Jones in the corner. Fakes the three. Pulls it back down. Takes it back out to set up an offense. Over to Rebecca Baker in the corner. Baker for the bombs the three. No good. Rebound. Mo Jones ends up with it. Her mid-range jumper off the back of the rim. Hops up. No good. Moore has the ball taken away by Becca Lee. Strong Rock bringing it up court. And turnover. Ball was being brought up court by Caitlin Keeney. She lost control of it. So it is Vikings ball at midcourt. 5:33 remaining. Pacelli leading at 14-3. Pedro Wilson has checked into the ball game, giving KK Jackson a break. Jackson with 4 points already. All right, Zernaya Crouch. Back to Mo Jones, back to Z. Rebecca Baker in the corner thinks about it. No. Crouch. Baker wide open. Here it goes. And up off the front of the rim. Rebound, Kennedy Span. Span bringing it up court across the timeline. Rushed it a little bit. Sue Murray winds up with it. Guarded closely by Baker. Pass inside goes awry. Allie Vaughn was unable to bring it in. Pacelli ball. And Chris Anderson says, take a timeout. We got to get things going. So we will take a break with 5:11 to go in the second quarter. You are watching Next Center Game of the Week on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
A map game of your life. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team.
And we're back at the land. The Pacelli Lady Vikings leading Strong Rock 14-3. 5:11 remaining here in the first half. Pacelli bring it up court. Trying to extend up that 11-point lead. Mo Jones from way out the parking lot. Wow. That was a big time three for Kamora Jones. That's her first points of the night. And traveling a Becca Lee. The Pacelli press is causing all kinds of headaches for Strong Rock as they bring the ball up court. They're doing it enough. They've gotten their heads at this point. 17-3, Pacelli. Hazel Wilson back to Mo Jones. Zernaya Crouch. Top of the circle. Rebecca Baker on the wing. Jayla Kendrick for three from the corner. Air ball, no good. Rebound, Strong Rock. Allie Vaughn almost threw it away. Sue Murray trying to bring it up court. She's being double teamed. Gets it across the timeline, though. And that's Rochelle from the wing. No. Rebound, Vaughn. The three from Keeney, no good. Or from Span, rather. Up court on the break. Rebecca Baker's shot rushed. Does not drop. Rebound, Strong Rock. Bring it up court under pressure. Nice shot by Sue Murray splitting the defense, but her shot will not go. Becca Lee with the rebound. The putback doesn't drop. Zernaya Crouch. Z coming up the rebound. She brings it up court. Baker on the wing. Thinks about the three. No. Swinging around the perimeter. Mo Jones into the paint. Double team. She goes sprawling. And there is a foul. Fouls on Vaughn. Her first. Carrington Durbin checking in, as does Ava Norsworthy. Coming out, Kennedy Span. Crouch with the inbounds. Baker in the corner, wide open for the three. Yes! Rebecca Baker, 5 points on the night. Pacelli extending it to 20-3. The press. Strong Rock having all kinds of headaches. Baseball pass. Rochelle in the corner tries to get it. Kendrick with the block shot, but they call a foul on her. Let's confirm the foul was on Jayla. Yep, the foul was on Jayla Kendrick, her first. That will send Ava Norsworthy to the line to shoot two. Norsworthy, no points on the night, one foul. Pacelli up 20-3. First one drops. Make that 20-4. 3:13 remaining here in the first quarter. As Northworthy gets set to fire up that second free throw. Lady Vikings shuffling around there trying to get the right setup for the rebound, for a possible rebound. Second shot, off the front of the rim, rebound to Vaughn. A long three from Murray, no go. And ball to Pacelli. They're calling a foul over the back. Over the back on Durbin. That's Durbin's first foul of the night. KK Jackson checking back in for Paige Wilson. Crouch to Mo Jones. Strong Rock trying the half-court trap. Didn't work. Kendrick driving the paint. She is fouled by Allie Vaughn. That'll be Vaughn's second foul of the half. Kendrick took a little bit of a shot on that one. It was a good baseline drive, and Vaughn caught her with the body. Looks like a hip check. No, gently Kendrick to the line, trying to come with her first points of the night. Pacelli again has dominated this one, 20-4. Strong Rock has had all kinds of problems. They've had one field goal tonight, and lots of turnovers. The Pacelli press has been giving them fits. Kendrick's first shot off the back of the rim, no good. Kendrick, the leading scorer for the Lady Vikings, averaging 11.6 points per ball game, and 11 rebounds a contest, and 2.5 blocks. Leaders in all three categories. Kendrick's second shot. No go again. This time it's Norsworthy with the rebound. She is double teamed. She's trapped. But she does manage to get it to Murray across the time. And Murray underneath, and it's Kendrick with the steal. Kendrick head to Baker. No, her pass picked off by Norsworthy. Norsworthy across the timeline, driving to the paint. The runner, and it goes. Nice shot by Norsworthy. That gives her 3 points on the night. Lady Vikings push it up court. Crouch. Kendrick in the corner. Kendrick baseline drive. And she stepped on the back. She stepped on the end line. So it's turnover. Ball to Strong Rock. 20-6 here. 2:24 remaining in the first half. And Jayla Moore checking in for the Lady Vikings. Kendrick coming on out. Looks like the foul was on Durbin. I'm not sure who the foul was on. It looked like it was Durbin. If it was Durbin, it was her second of the night. First shot from KK. Nothing but net. I think it's her 5 tonight. Checking in now, Addison Andrews. And coming out, Sue Murray. And Allie Vaughn also checks out. Jayla Kendrick has gone to the scorer's table. We'll see if she comes in. And the second shot is good. KK with 6 tonight. Kendrick in. Rebecca Baker coming out. Baker's had a pretty good night. She's got 5 points so far. Strong Rock inbounding on the press. Norsworthy to Durbin. Durbin getting across the timeline over to Caitlin Keeney. Inside underneath. And it is a bucket by Addison Andrews, her 4 points in the night. 22-8. Pacelli. Just under 2 minutes remaining. Kendrick kicking it back out. Top of the circle, Mo Jones. She backs up, starts it over. Jayla Moore over to Zanaya Crouch. Z. Bounce pass to Kendrick. Kendrick Driving, and it will not go. Addison Andrews with the rebound to Caitlin Keeney. Keeney loses handle on it, and it is KK Jackson ahead to Kendrick. Kendrick driving, bucket. Kendrick, the first 2 points of the night, 23-8 Pacelli, 24-8 Pacelli. Strong having fun trying to inbounds. Norsworthy, Dervin, double team, gets it to Rashao. Rashao coughs it up. Moore. Big. We'll be looking at 2 shots from Jayla Moore. It was a pretty good shot, apparently. She's taking her time here trying to get set up. 101 left. 24-8 Pacelli. Jayla Moore to the line. She's got 6 points on the night. Her first free throw. Yes. Moore averages 7.8 points a game, 4.6 rebounds. One of those frontline players. Her second free throw attempt. Yes. 8 points on the night now for Jayla Moore. Rebecca Baker checking in. Moore coming to the bench to give her a little bit of a break. Again, she kind of took a shot in the head when she was fouled on that last play. So 26-8 Pacelli. 101 remaining. Pacelli pressing. The pass goes awry. It was meant for Kylie Rashao, but it's way out there. There's no way Rashao was going to be able to pull it in. She probably would need a butterfly net to pull it in. So, turnover, Pacelli. Under a minute to go. Running backs looking to add the lead. Mo Jones, top of the circle. Crouch, wing, back to Jones. Get the ball right bad out of her hand. Mo back to Crouch. Crouch driving through the middle, and it wouldn't go. But a foul. Fouls on number 23, Carrington Dervin. By my count, it's 3. It's possible it's 2. I couldn't tell if that first foul was against Sue Murray or not. I will check it at halftime. We'll have the numbers for you. All right. Crouch's first shot doesn't go. We got 39 seconds remaining here in the half. Kenny Span checking in. Ava Norsworthy coming out. All right, Zanaya Crouch, Z with her second free throw attempt. Off the front of the rim, rebound, KK Jackson. KK, back out to Crouch. He thinks about 3, pulls it back, instead does the runner in the paint. A little bit too much on it. Jackson rebound. Kicks it back out, Mo Jones. To Crouch, 27 seconds remaining. 20 on the shot clock, with a 7-second differential. Rebecca Baker from the corner for 3, no go. Jackson off the rim, no good. One more put back by Mo Jones, no. Dervin comes up with the rebound, but she is fouled. We're going to call that one on Jayla Kendrick, her second foul of the first half. It comes with 13 seconds remaining. Tasia Wilson coming on in. I think they're going to pull Jayla Kendrick out. They don't want to get her in foul trouble. Now Pacelli with 8, dressing out 8 tonight. As I mentioned earlier in the season, they had as few as 6. Inbound, stolen by Zanaya Crouch, and she is fouled. Let's get called for that one. Foul is on Carrington Dervin. I'm going to have to definitely check and see how many fouls she's got. So Crouch will go to the line to shoot 2. First one. Off the backboard in the rim, no go. 12.2 left, 26-8 Pacelli. Crouch trying to see if she can clean up and at least get the last one. Off the back of the rim, that will not fall. Dervin rebound. Ball stolen. Ball turned over. Crouch. Her shot doesn't go. KK Jackson's shot doesn't go, but she gets fouled. And that is Kenny Span called for that foul. That Span's first. Again, at this point, all the fouls on Strong Rock are advisory. I'm going to have to go check the scorebook at halftime. All right, Jackson going to the line to shoot 2. She has 6 points on the night. 4 of them coming from the line. First one, no go. Well, the Vikings having some problems now from the line. But they're having no problems on defense. Their press has just disrupted Strong Rock completely. Here comes KK's second shot. It is nothing but net. Jackson, 7 points on the night. Inbounds. Giaa gets it ahead to Kennedy Span. Span driving. Won't go. And they're going to call a foul on that one. On her drive, Hazel Wilson was not able to establish position, so she gets called for the foul with 0.9 remaining here. 27-8 Pacelli. Strong Rock trying to break this thing into double digits if they can. First free throw. Good. First point of the night for Span. All right, the second shot attempt is up, and it is no good. Rebound, Allie Vaughn, who gets the putback before the buzzer. So Strong Rock finishing with a couple of points down the stretch, but Pacelli holding a very comfortable 27-11 lead here at the half. You are watching the Beck Center Game of the Week on Georgia, Alabama Sports Live.
For your surprisingly great rates, contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Carol Perdue in Phoenix City today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
At Jack Houston Memorial Hospital, our focus is you. Even though we performed more than 1,300 joint replacements last year, we treat you like you are our only patient. Your surgeon explains your joint replacement, so nothing is a surprise. Our team knows your treatment plan, and we work together to get you back on your feet again. That's why our hospital is recognized year after year as a leader in patient satisfaction and quality of care. Jack Houston Memorial Hospital. Excellence, always.
At Glenn Smith GMC in Opelika. Let's kick off 2026 with a bang. We will not be undersold. Powerful full-size GMC Sierras up to $14,000 off. GMC 2500 heavy-duty pickup up to $9,000 off. No payments until springtime. Get your lowest price guaranteed today. Smart people from all over the USA come to Glenn Smith Chevrolet. Get ready to smile.
Whether you're building your business or finding your dream home, G2 Real Estate is with you every step of the way. Commercial or residential, our mission is the same, turning your vision into reality. With experience, insight, and a commitment to your success, we're more than brokers, we're your partners. G2 Real Estate, building futures one property at a time.
Hello, everybody. This is DJ Jones with the Sports Visions Morning Show for the best in local, regional, and national sports news. Weekdays from 6 a.m. to 9 a.m.
You can find the Sports Visions Morning Show on Facebook, YouTube. Also, you can listen to us on Apple and Spotify by typing in the Sports Visions Morning Show and download the Sports Visions radio app right now in your app store today.
Sports Vision 92.1. We are your hometown sports guys.
Nestled along the Chattahoochee River, City Mills blends historic charm with modern luxury. Stay in boutique-style rooms designed for comfort, just steps away from fine dining at Millhouse Kitchen and Bar. If you're planning a celebration, our event center offers stunning river views, elegant spaces, and a brand new riverside tent, perfect for weddings, receptions, and special gatherings, rain or shine. Whether you're here to relax, explore, or create lasting memories, City Mills is where history meets hospitality.
When you have everything you need to start strong, you can give everything you've got.
Killing it.
Get stronger with best-in-class equipment at Planet Fitness. Save $28 or more when you join for just $1 down, $15 a month. Cancel anytime. Deal extended to Friday, January 16th.
You got this.
For the big, for the small, the short, and the tall. Peacemakers, risk takers. For the optimists, pessimists, exhibitionists. For long distance love. For the farsighted, nearsighted. For introverts and extroverts. For the thinkers and the doers. For old friends. Coca-Cola. For everyone.
Georgia Alabama Sports Live wants to say thank you to Zaxby's for their continued partnership with us for over the last couple of years since we started this. Your partnership has meant the world for us to give you premier coverage for all the local sporting events around the Chattahoochee Valley area. And specifically, I want to thank Judson Humphreys, my good friend, and the Phoenix City location, being with us from the very beginning, man.
Absolutely. Well, we just appreciate what y'all do in the community for these student athletes, and we just want to be a part of it.
Whether it's tailgating, parties, or you just want a quick bite to eat, come to the Phoenix City Zaxby's location and tell them Georgia Alabama Sports Live and Thrift sent you. Thank you again to Judson Humphreys and Zaxby's for our continued partnership on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. What's up, everyone? Thrift Behringer here, and I am with Terry Johnson and Terry Johnson Agency, one of the first sponsors I ever had when I started this endeavor over 4 years ago when I was doing it off my phone. I want to say thank you so much for believing in our vision of being able to serve the community, shine a light on all these athletes, all these programs. And Terry Johnson Agency, they've been serving the community for over 40 years. Home, auto, life, church. Terry Johnson's been helping my family and me specifically. He's my insurance agent. And I want to say thank you so much for your support.
Thank you, Thrift, and I appreciate the opportunity that you gave me 4 years ago to come on board and to be an initial sponsor with you. And it's just been a good association with you and a pleasure to work with you, and look forward to a long association even further down the road.
No doubt about it. Again, serving the community for many years. You need a quote today, give them a call. Jeremy Crosby, his daughter Brooke, and of course, Mr. Terry. They're going to make you feel at home. They're going to take care of you. He's my insurance agent. It's Terry Johnson Agency, big supporter of Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Houlihan serves fresh, handcrafted dishes made just the way you like them. Juicy burgers, sizzling steaks, crisp salads, and shareable appetizers set the table for every appetite. Relax with friends, celebrate special moments, or enjoy a casual night out. Houlihan's delivers great food, great drinks, and great times, with 2 locations in Columbus, downtown at the Marriott Hotel and on Sidney Simons Boulevard at the Doubletree Hotel.
At Glenn Smith GMC in Opelika, let's kick off 2026 with a bang! We will not be undersold. Powerful full-size GMC Sierras up to $14,000 off. GMC 2500 heavy-duty pickup up to $9,000 off. No payments until springtime. Get your lowest price guaranteed today. Smart people from all over the USA come to Glenn Smith Chevrolet. Get ready to smile.
For the big, for the small, the short, and the tall. Peacemakers, risk takers. For the optimists, pessimists, exhibitionists. For long distance love. For the farsighted, nearsighted. For introverts and extroverts. For the thinkers and the doers. for old friends. Coca-Cola, for everyone.
For your surprisingly great rates, contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Carol Purdue in Phoenix City today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
At Jack Houston Memorial Hospital, our focus is you. Even though we performed more than 1,300 joint replacements last year, we treat you like you are our only patient. Your surgeon explains your joint replacement, so nothing is a surprise. Our team knows your treatment plan, and we work together to get you back on your feet again. That's why our hospital is recognized year after year as a leader in patient satisfaction and quality of care. Jack Houston Memorial Hospital. Excellence, always.
And we're back at the land for the second half of this contest between Pacelli and Strong Rock. You're going, wait a minute, this girls' game wasn't supposed to start for another 10 minutes. Well, there's a story behind that. The weather is going to get kind of interesting this weekend. As you know, it's going to get really cold down here. Up there, they're looking at possible snow. So the game got pushed back. The beginning of the game got pushed up an hour to get Strong Rock so they can get back to Locust Grove safely. And right now, as I mentioned, it is halftime. Pacelli leading this one 27-11. Leading scorer for the Lady Vikings, Jayla Moore with 8 in that first half. KK Jackson had 7. Rebecca Baker with 5. Kamora Jones had 3. Jayla Kendrick and Zanaya Crouch with 2 apiece. As for Strong Rock, leading scorer Ava Norsworthy with 3 points. They've had their problems. They've only had a couple 3 buckets. The Pacelli press has just disrupted the Lady Patriots offense. And so here we go. Pacelli with a 16-point lead as the second half gets underway. Becca Lee, guarded closely by Rebecca Baker. Lee driving, and it is stolen by KK Jackson. The senior going in for the lay-in and gets it. That's Jackson's 9th point of the night. And it's now 29-11 Pacelli. The press still on. Across the timeline, Norsworthy. The pass picked up by Jayla Kendrick this time. Kendrick ahead to Mo Jones. Mo pulling it back out. She's going to go for 3. No, kicks it over to Rebecca Baker. And that pass gets picked up by Rochelle. Rochelle trips. And I'm not sure if there was a foul called on that one. I'm sure there was. I did not see who the foul was against. All right, Norsworthy. Across the timeline. Rochelle in the corner. Big pass over to Dervin. Dervin in the paint. Coughs it up. And they're going to call a... They're going to say that Rebecca Baker tied the thing up. Pacelli has the possession arrow. So, Lady Vikings getting the ball. 7:09 left. 29-11. Zanaya Crouch taking her time, bringing it up. Strong Rock trying to the half-court press. Baker in the corner inside. No, kicks back out to her. Back to Crouch. Crouch. Taylor Kendrick was underneath going, me. She got it, but no go. A battle for the rebound. KK Jackson and Becca Lee tie things up, and this time the possession arrow goes to Strong Rock. So Strong Rock bringing it up court. The press lighting up just a little bit. Pass inside, picked off by Crouch. Crouch to Jayla Kendrick. Kendrick loses the ball, loses the handle, but comes back up with it. The pass over to Mo Jones in the corner. Jones's 3 does not fall. Rebound, battle. And it goes to KK. No. Jackson. Well, it's Kendrick on the floor. She managed to kick it back out. Another tie-up. This time was Zanaya Crouch and Carrington Dervin. Pacelli ball, they've got the possession arrow. A little bit of scramble here in the third quarter. Jayla Kendrick. Rebecca Baker in the corner, not enough room for 3. Kendrick. Jones. On the perimeter, Crouch for 3. Way short. Rebound, Kendrick. Kendrick to Baker. Mo Jones for 3 from the top of the circle. Drains it. just ahead of the shot clock. That's her second tray of the night. She's got 6. Pacelli, 32-11. Norsworthy to Dervin. Dervin. Pass the lead, picked off almost, broken up by Baker. Ball loose, but again, thrown away again. This time KK Jackson does wind up with it. Her drive to the paint and does not fall. No foul called. Rochelle with the ball. And they're saying it was tied up, so possession arrow to Strong Rock. Sue Murray checking into the ball game. Carrington Durbin coming on out. Durbin with 3 fouls on the night, by the way. Inbounds. That's Norsworthy. She brings it up court. Guarded by Mo Jones. Mo putting some work in that one. Rochelle in the wing. Lee, top of the circle, driving. And foul call on Rebecca Baker. Interesting. That's her second foul of the night. So Strong Rock inbounds. Norsworthy trying to find somebody, anybody. Baseball pass off the hands of Murray. Baker steals it, takes it. Short little mid-range jumper, air ball, no good. Rebound, Addison Andrews. Andrews guarded closely, gets it out to Murray. Murray slings it up court to Norsworthy. Norsworthy, top of the circle. Her pass, interesting, but it worked. Norsworthy for 3 from the wing, no. Jayla Kendrick rebound. Kendrick pushing it up court. Kendrick driving. Pass in the corner to Kamora Jones. Fakes the 3, drives baseline, and it falls. Kamora Jones, 8 points on the night. 34-11. Pacelli with the lead. Back into the press. Becca Lee gets it across the timeline. Batted away by Zania Crouch, but it goes out of bounds. Crouch the last one to touch it. Coming in for Strong Rock, Caitlin Keeney and Carrington Durbin. And coming on in is Lynn Ward, seeing her first action like in for Zania Crouch. Ward, a freshman, just joined the team. It gives them 7 on the roster, drafting out 8 tonight. Excuse me. And timeout has been called by Chris Anderson of Strong Rock. So let's take a break. You're watching the Beck Center Game of the Week on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
At Glenn Smith GMC in Opelika, let's kick off 2026 with a bang. We will not be undersold. Powerful full-size GMC Sierras up to $14,000 off. GMC 2500 heavy-duty pickup up to $9,000 off. No payments until springtime. Get your lowest price guaranteed today. Smart people from all over the USA come to Glenn Smith Chevrolet. Get ready to smile.
Tonight's coverage is brought to you by Coca-Cola, our presenting sponsor on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. With deep ties to our schools and strong support for local youth athletics, hey, it was a no-brainer to partner with them. There we go, 4:26 in the third quarter. Pacelli, a 34-11 lead over Strong Rock. Strong Rock inbounds. They managed to hang on to it. Sue Murray's shot falls. Murray, 4 points on the night. That cuts it to 34-13. Mo Jones pushing it up court. KK Jackson in the corner. Jackson baseline drive. Scoops it up. It's not going to go, but she draws the foul. And the foul is on Caitlin Keeney, her second of the night. Then Jackson to the line. Jackson leading the way for Pacelli tonight. She's got 9 points so far. 4:08 remaining. Pacelli, 34-13. Allie Vaughn about to check in for Strong Rock. First one from KK falls. That's 10 points now. Allie Vaughn coming on in. Let's see who leaves. That'd be Addison Andrews coming out. As I mentioned, Vaughn, the junior center. Big presence inside. She's about 5'10". She blocked a couple of shots first right out of the gate, second quarter. Next shot from KK doesn't fall. Vaughn gets her hand on it. That's it out of bounds, so Pacelli retains possession. Let's see who'll do the inbounds here. Looks like KK Jackson will do the inbounds. The inbounds was intended for Win Ward, but it was batted away by Sue Murray. Pacelli retains possession. Ball rolled back toward the locker rooms, went through the doorway and kept on rolling. All right. Addison Andrews checking back in. Harrington Durbin coming out for Strong Rock. All right, KK inbounding again. This time in the corner. It is Win Warder, 3 off the front of the rim. And they call her for traveling. So turnover, Pacelli. 4 minutes remaining. 35-13. Lady Vikings. And as I mentioned, this is a big game because Pacelli, number 8 in the rankings, Strong Rock 12, both need the win for playoff seeding. And a foul is called on the Lady Vikings. Let's say Win Ward, picking up her first foul of the year in her first game of the year. Not a shooting foul, so Strong Rock will merely inbounds. Ava Norsworthy setting up the shot. Pacelli running a trap. Didn't work. Norsworthy slings it away, goes out of bounds. Caitlin Keeney was not able to chase it down. Turnover, Pacelli's ball. Lady Vikings in control of this one. Up by 18. Midway through the third quarter. Mo Jones taking her time. Now's a good time to burn clock. Win Ward over to KK in a corner. Back to Ward. Ward for 3, fired up and it rims in and out. No good. Norsworthy the rebound. Gets it to Murray. Murray. Nice dribble. Gets through it. Inside. Vaughn loses it. Andrews shovels it back to Caitlin Keeney, but a foul on the Lady Vikings. And that's a second foul of the night on Win Ward. Again, not a shooting foul, so Strong Rock will inbounds. That's Keeney. Kicking it back out to Norsworthy. Over the head, going to sling past Vaughn. Vaughn back to Murray. Murray in the corner, double team. Norsworthy driving the paint. Jayla Kendrick with the block. Kendrick driving it up court. Herb shot, won't drop. Rebound, Andrews. Murray, baseball pass to Norsworthy. Norsworthy driving and gets the bucket. He's got 5 tonight. It is now 35-15. Pacelli by 20. Under 3 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Mo Jones setting up and running the offense here. Was Zanaya Crouch getting a break. KK Jackson in the corner. Baker. As they pass along the perimeter. Baker for 3! Air ball. Rebound by Sue Murray of Strong Rock. Lady Patriots bringing it up court across the timeline. There's Murray for 3. Anywhere close. Last touched by Caitlin Keeney. So, right now. All right, Zanaya Crouch, top of the circle. Baker. Mo Jones thought about it. No. KK Jackson. Back to Kimora Jones. Mo, back it over to Zanaya Crouch. Crouch driving, runner. Gets the bucket. And the foul. Nice play by Zanaya Crouch. Very nice. So the bucket and the foul. Free throw will not drop, though. Again, Crouch 4 points tonight. Double team. Mo Jones with the steal. Scoops it up. Buckets. Give her 10. Inbounds. Batted away. KK Jackson. Here's Mo Jones for 3. Oh, yeah. That was nothing but net. She had that one lined up. Kimora Jones, 13 points. 5 of them there in just about a 5-second stretch. Strong Rock problems getting it across the timeline. Stolen by Rebecca Baker. Baker taking it in for the easy deuce. Baker, 7 points on the night. Got to make sure that's in there. We do not want anybody stepping in that. That's a great way to get hurt. Luckily, a lot of people here with skills. Those certain skills to take care of business. They're taping it down just to make sure. Once is enough. Don't need it happening again. A little athletic tape does a lot of wonders. Lady Vikings leading this one 44-15 with a little over a minute to go in the third quarter. This one's pretty much in the books here. It's got to finish it out, see what they can do. Working on some things while they pick up the win. All right, Caitlin Keeney bringing it up court, across the timeline. Beavers has problems with it. Durbin, rather. And she turns it over. Lady Vikings have it. All right. So here we go. 1:02 left. This is Deny Crouch, top of the circle. Mo Jones thinks about it instead, drives to the paint, kicks it back out. KK from the corner. Yes. KK Jackson, the three-pointer, 13 points on the night, and is now 47-15 Pacelli. Strong Rock having all kinds of problems. Durbin loses the handle, but Becca Lee coming up with it. Nice runner there. She gives her third point of the night. Pacelli comes right back. Kendrick's drive rushed a little bit, will not fall. Strong Rock with the rebound, but Strong Rock loses the handle on it. KK Jones bring across the timeline. Pass. Kamora Jones open in the corner. Off the rim, no good. Denia Crouch rebound, put back, no. And that's Keeney coming to the rebound. No, that was Kennedy Spann. Ball knocked out of bounds by Kamora Jones. And substitutions. Winward and Paige Wilson coming on in as KK Jackson and Mo Jones get a chance to relax. Get the two freshmen in there, get him some playing time. Durbin driving baseline, no. The putback does not fall, and the buzzer sounds, and that puts the third quarter into the books. Pacelli Lady Vikings well in command of this one. They lead at 47-17 as we go to the fourth quarter. You're watching the Beck Center Game of the Week on Georgia-Alabama Sports Live.
For the big, for the small, the short, and the tall. Peacemakers, risk takers. For the optimists, pessimists, exhibitionists. For long distance love. For the farsighted, nearsighted. For introverts and extroverts. For the thinkers and the doers. For old friends. Coca-Cola. For everyone.
And we're back at the land. Pacelli leading Strong Rock 47-17. Hey, tonight's coverage brought to you by the Houston Clinic, a presenting sponsor on Georgia-Alabama Sports Live. World-class orthopedic care right here at home. It's been a world-class night for the Lady Vikings. Their press has been really successful, broke things up for Strong Rock. Strong Rock's offense has not been able to get anything going at all. Pacelli with a 30-point lead here with 6 minutes remaining in the game. Remember, we're going to name her Alex Quinney All-State Good Hands Player of the Game when this thing is over with. There's a couple of players who stood out, especially tonight. But we'll see who winds up with it. Another meeting down on the court. Hey, make sure you follow Georgia-Alabama Sports Live on all social media platforms for the latest updates on local sports in our area. Don't miss a game. Subscribe to all our pages today. All right, Strong Rock inbounding. The clock ticks past 6, fourth quarter. Courtney Keeney in the corner, double teamed, ball rolls out of bounds, last touch by Denia Crouch. Kennedy Spann all the honors of inbounding for the Lady Patriots. The shot by Courtney Keeney blocked by Jayla Kendrick. Lady Vikings bring it up court. Kendrick. And that's Winward from way out there. And No go. So, Strong Rock will inbound. Pacelli, 30-point lead. Win Ward, definitely shooter's contest. Jalen Kendrick with the steal. Kendrick driving in for the basket. She pushes the layup. No go. Strong Rock with the ball. Across the timeline, Caitlin Keeney over to her sister Courtney. Sling it all the way down to the other end to Kennedy Span. Caitlin Keeney driving, loses the handle. Span winds up with it. Durbin at the free throw line. Kicking it back out. Knight, Keeney, stolen by Jayla Kendrick. Kendrick taking it for the layups. That time she gets it and the foul. Kendrick got the drop finally. Giving her 4 points on the night. She's kind of like, finally. Vikings extending their lead to 49-17. As Kendrick looks to complete the three-point play. And she does. So, Jayla Kendrick with 5 points on the night. Pacelli up 50-17. Inbounds. Clock didn't roll, so they got to start and do it all over again. They've been having all kinds of problems with the clock tonight. Sometimes mashing the button doesn't start when it's supposed to. Happens everywhere, every time, somewhere. All right. Bring it up court. Jolie Knight. Caitlin Keeney. In the corner, Span for three. Nowhere near anything. Rebound. Win Ward tie up on that one. She was wrestling with her Carrington Durbin. Pacelli with the possession arrow. So they will inbounds and take over here. 4:45 left, 50-17. Lady Vikings taking her time, bringing it up court. They're just trying to get this thing over with now. Maybe working a couple things. Win Ward, the freshman in her first game. Back to Crouch. Crouch. Ward from the corner. Let's see. And she gets it. Her first points of the season. Crowd's loving it. The bench is jumping up and down and having a good old time. So Win Ward, the freshman, their first points of the season. And the ball turned over. Zanaya Crouch ahead to Jaylee Kendrick. Kendrick, the layup rush. She was pressured by the defense. Looks like a foul on that one. And the foul will be on Kennedy Span, her second. Kendrick going to the line. She's got 5 tonight. She's firing up. It's always good when a new player gets in there and gets in the scorebook there. So Win Ward, the freshman, got her first 3 points of the evening. She's averaging 3 points a game. Come on. That's not bad. All right, Kendrick, the first of her 2 free throws. Nails it. That's point number 6. 54-17. Sophomore looking to finish it up here. Off the front of the rim, rebound, Durbin. Strong Rock bringing it up court across the timeline. Trying to get it to Durbin. Pass picked off. Rebecca Baker. Baker bringing it up court. Stops, gets it to Crouch. Crouch sets up the offense and whistles. Some sort of issue on the court. They're having, again, problems. So the Pacelli IT folks are starting to take a look and see what in the world is going on here. As we mentioned, a big game for both teams. But, all right. And we're taking a timeout here, so let us take a break here. You're watching the Beck Center Game of the Week on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. And we're back at the land. 3 minutes, 55 seconds remaining in this one. Pacelli leading Strong Rock 54-17 in the GIAA Region 5 Region 5 4A girls matchup. Pacelli ranked 8th in state. They want to make sure they continue to have home court advantage the first round of the playoffs. Strong Rock is trying to stay in the field. There are only 12 spots, and they're ranked 12th. And only 1 week remaining in the season after this one. All right, from the corner, that's Pacelli Wilson. Off the rim, no good. Rebound. It's Strong Rock. And it's Carrington Durbin. Or no, excuse me. That's Caitlin Keeney. Over to Span. Span slings it across court. Picked off. Was picked off by Wynn Ward, but she lost the handle on it. And that was Jolie Knight who wound up with a drawing the foul. And the foul's on Pacelli Wilson. That's her second of the night. 2-shot foul. So Jolie Knight will go to the line trying to earn her first points of the evening. She got one of them. Knight hitting the first free throw. And she lines things up for free throw number 2. Yeah, it goes. So Pacelli, 54-19. Lady Vikings whistled up court. Baker for 3 from the corner. Oh, that was beautiful. Nothing but net. Baker with 10 points on the night, her second tray of the evening. And the pass stolen by Jayla Kendrick. Kendrick, easy deuce. She's up to 8 on the evening. And now it is 59-19. Across the timeline, double team trap. The pass, Durbin winds up with it. Kicking it outside. Span on the perimeter. Driving. Will not drop. Zanaya Crouch with the rebound. Crouch, bring it up court. Up to Jayla Kendrick. Kendrick. Back to Crouch, and Z sets the offense. Pacelli Wilson from the corner for 3. In and out, no good. Rebound. Wilson comes up with a rebound. Baker from top of the circle, no go. Rebound by Strong Rock. Span bringing it up court. Lady Vikings still playing tough defense. Caitlin Keeney hits the short jumper. Keeney with 2, and it's 59-21. Zanaya Crouch driving. Won't fall. Rebound to Span. Span tied up. Nope. Carrington Nice coming into the ball game for Strong Rock. Carrington Durbin coming out. It looked like they may have called a foul on that one. If it was on it would have been on Zanaya Crouch. All right, cross the timeline. That's Nice kicking it back out a little bit too far. Nobody could flag that one down. So Pacelli ball as Kimora Jones checks back in. Somebody's got to go out. Let's see who it is. It's Jayla Kendrick. There were 6 of them out there. Can't do that. All right, under 2 minutes to go here. 59-21 Pacelli. Kimora Jones to Rebecca Bake. Oh, go. Close. Not quite. Now it's Mo Jones from the top of the circle. No go. Rebound. Courtney Keeney. To sister Caitlin Keeney. Fan. That's Knight in the corner for 3. Not tonight. Not that time. Nice kicking it back out to Knight. Knight driving this time. Loses the handle. And they're calling a foul. Foul on Zanaya Crouch. I believe that's her second. 101 remaining. 59-23. And the last 61 ticks of the clock for Lady Vikings and officially chalk up another win. Inbounds. Keeney from the corner for 3. No. Rebound. Ward fighting for it and winds up Pacelli Wilson, and Wilson called for the travel. One step too many. She was in a crowd. She wound up shuffling her feet just a little bit too much. Caitlin Keeney, Courtney Keeney, and Casey Keeney, triplets, freshman. Casey Keeney's been sick. She's our leading scorer, but she's been out for most of the season. And that one was Courtney Keeney. The 3 doesn't go. Zanaya Crouch bringing up court, cross the timeline. 45 remaining. Mo Jones back to Z. Crouch setting it up again. Pacelli Wilson. Crouch thinks about it. Wilson fires it up for three. Nope. And rebound by Spann. Kennedy Spann guarded closely by Mo Jones. Gets it out to one of the Keenies, who gets it back to Spann. Knight in the corner, and she gets fouled by Zania Crouch. I believe that's her third. 16.8 seconds remaining. Last few ticks of the clock. There's going to be no shot clock now. Doesn't matter finishing this thing out. Inbounds, cross court to Courtney Keeney, driving the paint, and she gets the bucket. 59-25, 8 seconds left. Mo Jones bringing it up court. Paige Wilson with a three-pointer with 1 second to go. So Paige Wilson nails the tray, and that, folks, will be the ball game. The Pacelli Lady Vikings taking care of business tonight, winning it 62-25. Our player of the game, let's do it to Kamora Jones. Mo hitting some big three-pointers. She had 3 trays on the night and 13 points. Kamora Jones is our Alex Quinney All-State Good Hands player of the game. Mo Jones and KK Jackson each had 13 points on the night. Rebecca Baker added 10. Jayla Kendrick with 8. Kayla Moore with 8. Zania Crouch with 4. And right there, Angel Wilson and Winward each hit a bomb from out on the perimeter for 3 points apiece. So the Pacelli Lady Vikings picking up their 11th win of the season, moving to 5-1 in the region. They take it. Final score 62-25. Stick around. We got more action coming up. You're watching the Beck Center Game of the Week on Georgia, Alabama Sports Live.
At Glenn Smith Chevrolet, let's kick off 2026 with a bang. We will not be undersold. Chevy Traverse with 3-row seating up to $7,250 off. The impressive Chevy Equinox up to $5,500 off. Enjoy no payments until springtime. Get your lowest price guaranteed today. Smart people from all over the USA come to Glenn Smith Chevrolet. Get ready to smile.
Georgia Alabama Sports Live wants to say thank you to Zaxby's for their continued partnership with us for over the last couple years since we started this. Your partnership has meant the world for us to give you premier coverage for all the local sporting events around the Chattahoochee Valley area. And specifically, I want to thank Judson Humphreys, my good friend, and the Phoenix City location, being with us from the very beginning, man.
Absolutely. Well, we just appreciate what y'all do in the community for these student athletes, and we just want to be a part of it.
Whether it's tailgating, parties, or you just want a quick bite to eat, come to the Phoenix City Zaxby's location and tell them Georgia Alabama Sports Live and Thrift sent you. Thank you again to Judson Humphreys and Zaxby's for our continued partnership on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
For the big, for the small, the short, and the tall. Peacemakers, risk takers. For the optimists, pessimists, exhibitionists. For long distance love. For the farsighted, nearsighted, for introverts and extroverts, for the thinkers and the doers, for old friends. Coca-Cola, for everyone.
Imagine a life-changing injury. Imagine the fear of your life. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team.
Houlihan serves fresh, handcrafted dishes made just the way you like them. Juicy burgers, sizzling steaks, crisp salads, and shareable appetizers set the table for every appetite. Relax with friends, celebrate special moments, or enjoy a casual night out. Houlihan's delivers great food, great drinks, and great times, with 2 locations in Columbus. downtown at the Marriott Hotel and on Sidney Simons Boulevard at the Doubletree Hotel.
What's up, everyone? Thrift Behringer here, and I am with Terry Johnson and Terry Johnson Agency, one of the first sponsors I ever had when I started this endeavor over 4 years ago when I was doing it off my phone. I want to say thank you so much for believing in our vision of being able to serve the community, shine a light on all these athletes, all these programs. And Terry Johnson Agency, they've been serving the community for over 40 years. Home, auto, life, church. Terry Johnson's been helping my family and me specifically. He's my insurance agent. I want to say thank you so much for your support.
Thank you, Thrift, and I appreciate the opportunity that you gave me 4 years ago to come on board and to be an initial sponsor with you. And it's just been a good association with you and a pleasure to work with you, and look forward to a long association even further down the road.
No doubt about it. Again, serving the community for many years. You need a quote today, give them a call. Jeremy Crosby, his daughter Brooke, and of course, Mr. Terry. They're gonna make you feel at home. They're gonna take care of you. He's my insurance agent. It's Terry Johnson Agency, big supporter of Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
For the big, for the small, the short, and the tall. Peacemakers, risk takers. For the optimists, pessimists, exhibitionists. For long distance love. For the farsighted, nearsighted. For introverts and extroverts. For the thinkers and the doers. For old friends. Coca-Cola. For everyone.
At Glenn Smith GMC in Opelika, let's kick off 2026 with a bang. We will not be undersold. Powerful full-size GMC Sierras up to $14,000 off. GMC 2500 heavy-duty pickup up to $9,000 off. No payments until springtime. Get your lowest price guaranteed today. Smart people from all over the USA come to Glenn Smith Chevrolet. Get ready to smile.
Imagine a life-changing injury. Imagine the fear and unknown. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team, the only physicians in the area with advanced certification in orthopedic sports medicine, treats sports injuries with innovative techniques. The Houston Clinic has helped nearly 1 million athletes live without pain. Imagine getting back in the game. Imagine the best game of your life. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team.
At Jack Houston Memorial Hospital, our focus is you. Even though we performed more than 1,300 joint replacements last year, we treat you like you are our only patient. Your surgeon explains your joint replacement, so nothing is a surprise. Our team knows your treatment plan, and we work together to get you back on your feet again. That's why our hospital is recognized year after year as a leader in patient satisfaction and quality of care. Jack Houston Memorial Hospital. Excellence, always.
Nestled along the Chattahoochee River, City Mills blends historic charm with modern luxury. Stay in boutique-style rooms designed for comfort, just steps away from fine dining at Millhouse Kitchen and Bar. If you're planning a celebration, our event center offers stunning river views, elegant spaces, and a brand new riverside tent, perfect for weddings, receptions, and special gatherings, rain or shine. Whether you're here to relax, explore, or create lasting memories, City Mills is where history meets hospitality.
Whether you're building your business or finding your dream home, G2 Real Estate is with you every step of the way. Commercial or residential, our mission is the same, turning your vision into reality. With experience, insight, and a commitment to your success, we're more than brokers, we're your partners. G2 Real Estate, building futures one property at a time.
Hello, everybody. This is DJ Jones with the Sports Visions Morning Show for the best in local, regional, and national sports news. Weekdays from 6 a.m. to 9 a.m.
You can find the Sports Visions Morning Show on Facebook, YouTube. Also, you can listen to us on Apple and Spotify by typing in the Sports Visions Morning Show, and download the Sports Visions radio app right now in your app store today.
Sports Vision 92.1. We are your hometown sports guys.
When you have everything you need to start strong, you can give everything you've got.
Killing it.
Get stronger with best-in-class equipment at Planet Fitness. Save $28 or more when you join for just $1 down, $15 a month. Cancel anytime. Deal extended to Friday, January 16th.
You got this.
Georgia Alabama Sports Live wants to say thank you to Zaxby's for their continued partnership with us for over the last couple of years since we started this. Your partnership has meant the world for us to give you premier coverage for all the local sporting events around the Chattahoochee Valley area. And specifically, I want to thank Judson Humphreys, my good friend, and the Phoenix City location, being with us from the very beginning, man.
Absolutely. Well, we just appreciate what y'all do in the community for these student athletes, and we just want to be a part of it.
Whether it's tailgating, parties, or you just want a quick bite to eat, come to the Phoenix City Zaxby's location and tell them Georgia Alabama Sports Live and Thrift sent you. Thank you again to Judson Humphreys and Zaxby's for our continued partnership on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Welcome to the W. Donald Lamb Gymnasium, better known as the Land, on the campus of St. Anne Pacelli High School. It's the Beck Center Game of the Week at Pacelli on Georgia Alabama Sports Live, presented by Glenn Smith Chevy GMC, Coca-Cola, and Jack Houston Memorial Hospital Houston Clinic. I'm Dave Platt, along with producer Ricky Rogers. We're going to bring you all the action as the Pacelli Vikings get set to take on the Strong Rock Patriots in a GIAA Region 5 4A contest. Pacelli ranked number 1 in state. They've been putting on a show of late. They have won 9 of their last 11. The first matchup against Strong Rock came on January 20th. There were 55-27 winners. Makai Williams led the way with 17, with Matthew Melvin with 15. By the way, they were in action last night. They went on the road to take on Sandy Creek and fell to Sandy Creek 74-65. Sandy Creek is rated number 2 in Georgia in the GHSA Class 3A. So it was a great ball game, to say the least. A really good matchup. Starting lineups for Pacelli, the usual will be out there. Arthur Jordan, Makai Williams, Michael Rowe, Matthew Melvin, and Omari Smith. Starting lineup for Strong Rock, Landon Cabalin will be out there to start, as will Gibson Jones, Jr., Brady Crow, Dylan Wilson, and Landon East. All those last 4 guys are all juniors. It's a fairly young squad, but they've got a little bit of experience, too. Gibson Jones is their leading scorer. He's a small forward, averaging 9.1 points, 3.7 rebounds a game. In this contest, the referees, Terrence Slaughter, Demetrius Daniels, and Shaq Harris, will be making the calls on the court. The Vikings coming in 11-8, 5-0 in region play, trying to put the finishing touches, trying to run the table. They've got 2 more region games coming up next week. Pacelli will host Brookstone next Thursday and then travel to face Westfield on Friday. All right, let's get things going here. This first quarter is sponsored by Carol Purdue, your local State Farm agent who supported Georgia Alabama Sports Live from the beginning. Give her a call today. She's the biggest State Farm agent in East Alabama, but has customers both sides of the river. Pacelli getting the tip. Omari Smith getting out to Matthew Melvin, and Melvin setting the offense for the Vikings. Smith looking to set it inside. That's Michael Rowe, top of the circle. Back to Smith. Inside low post move, and that's Makai Williams. The big senior putting it home, first 2 points of the ball game. Here comes Strong Rock. Landon Cabalin guarded closely. Get it with Gibson Jones. They do manage to get it across the timeline. Here comes Strong Rock setting things up. Landon East. That is Gibson Jones. Jones in the paint, and he is fouled. The foul is on Makai Williams, his first of the night. Cabalin will inbounds. That's Gibson. Jones, no. Rebound, Michael Rowe. Rowe gets it to Arthur Jordan, to Omari Smith. Smith set things up. Matthew Melvin. Running the offense as a point guard right now. He and Makai Williams take turns on that. Makai in the corner. Inside low post, Michael Rowe. He is fouled. That'll be Dylan Wilson drawing the foul, his first of the night. Pacelli's starters are all either 6'5" or 6'6", every single one of them. So you've got a bigger than average point guard no matter what you're going to do out there. Melvin, basically, he's more of a shooting guard, and Makai is more of a small forward. But those guys can muscle up, and those guys can bring it up court. They've got great ball handling skills. Once Pacelli figured out how they're going to handle bringing the ball up court, got better all the time. Rowe hitting both of his free throws, and it is 4-0 Vikings. Half-court press. Gibson Jones gets it across the timeline. Jones dribbling to the corner, double teamed, manages to kick it out to Cabalin. Cabalin to underneath. That is Brady Crow, blocked by Omari Smith, breaking it the other way. It's Arthur Jordan. Jordan had 20 points on Tuesday night in Tuesday night's game. He had a breakout performance on Tuesday. All right, Makai Williams to Rowe. Rowe kicking it back out to Melvin. Melvin, a little runner in the paint. It spins out. Thought it was going to go, didn't go. Gibson Jones, they're saying it's a foul on Omari Smith. Jones lost the handle on it. They said Smith muscled him up a little bit too much. So 2 fouls for Pacelli already. We inbound at 6:12 into the first. 4-0 Vikings. Pressing in the backcourt. Kabelin to Jones. Jones across the timeline. Kabelin to Landon East. East to Dylan Wilson in the paint. Wilson kicking it across. Brady Crow shot, no. Rebound, Rowe. Rowe pushing it up court. Omari running in there, no go. Rebound, Rowe gets the bucket. I don't think it's going to count, though. I think he was fouled before the shot. We'll see. Foul. Foul was on Landon East, his first of the night. Well, I guess he's shooting two. They give him the shot, the foul on the shot. And if the first free throw does not drop, rebound Pacelli. Rowe, low post, putting it home. 4 points tonight for Rowe. Pacelli up 8-0. Strong Rock trying to get it underneath. The pass down low, and Rowe comes up with the steal. Arthur Jordan across the timeline. Matthew Melvin. Arthur Jordan down low, loses it. East comes up with it. It's Strong Rock ball. Landon Kabelin. And Gibson Jones. Jones driving. He's called for traveling. So 4:57. Connor Davis coming on in, replacing Dylan Wilson for the Patriots. Pacelli bringing up court. Matthew Melvin. Omari Smith now. Top of the circle, back to Melvin. He's trying to direct traffic under there. Jordan. Over to Mekhi Williams, the big guy. Kicking back out to Smith. Smith. Jumper, good. It's a 2-pointer. 10-0 Pacelli. Pressing Strong Rock. They're having their problems. The baseball pass batted down, but they managed to retain possession. Landon East drains a 3 from the corner. Nice shot for Landon East. That cuts it to 10-3. Pacelli pushing up court. Matthew Melvin for 3. Nothing but net. Great shot by Melvin. Gibson Jones, a great job bringing the ball up court. His shot will not fall. Rebound, Brady Crow. He got double teamed. They're calling a tie. They're calling a held ball. And possession arrow stays with Strong Rock. Shelley up 13-0. Halfway through this first quarter. Inbounding to Gibson Jones. Jones on the perimeter to Connor Davis. Back Davis once again. Dylan Wilson in the corner. There's Kabelin. Kabelin guarded closely, trying to kicks it out. Jones, 8 on the shot clock. And there's Landon East again. Misses. Rebound, Rowe. And it's a foul on Landon East. That's his second. Pacelli with that 13-3 lead. 3:38 left here. And Strong Rock, one guy already in foul trouble. That'd be starter Landon East, the junior forward. Arthur Jordan, top of the circle. Oh, the 3 is good. Jordan, taking care of business. It's now 16-3 Pacelli. It's Kabelin, guarded by Mekhi Williams. Manages to get the baseball pass up to Gibson Jones. Jones driving, they're going to call a foul on Michael Rowe. Dane Andreessen coming on in. And Landon East heading out. East with those 2 fouls. Inbounds pass to Gibson Jones. Jones trying to set the offense. Connor Davies. Nice pass cut inside to Kaplan. Kaplan brings it back out again, staying on the perimeter. For three, blocked by Arthur Jordan, but Jordan bats the ball away. He's trying to pass it. Strongwreck winds up with it. Kaplan in the paint, kicking it back out. The three, nothing doing. Jane Andreessen couldn't do it. Vikings push it up court. Makai Williams eating up the real estate with that leaping drive. He is fouled by Andreessen. Andreessen's first. Williams will go to the line to shoot two. Kelly's been handling things really well tonight. They have kept Strong Rock off balance with the defense. Here's Makai's first free throw. Off the front of the rim. Makai trying to clean up, at least get one of these. Sean Roper looks like he's about to check in for Strong Rock, as well as Jacob Johannes. And a second free throw falls. So it's 17-3. And a timeout has been called. Let's take a break. You're watching the Beck Center Game of the Week on Georgia, Alabama Sports Live.
At Glenn Smith Chevrolet, let's kick off 2026 with a bang. We will not be undersold. Chevy Traverse with 3-row seating up to $7,250 off. The impressive Chevy Equinox up to $5,500 off. Enjoy no payments until springtime. Get your lowest price guaranteed today. Smart people from all over the USA come to Glenn Smith Chevrolet. Get ready to smile.
Back to the land, 2:40 remaining here in the first quarter. Pacelli with a big 17-3 lead over Strong Rock in this Region 5 4A GIAA contest. Just got a week and a half left in the regular season before the playoffs start, before the Vikings start to the run that they think will be their third straight state title. Half-court trap. Strong Rock does get across the timeline. Sean Roper over to Gibson Jones. Jones kicking out to Davis. Davies fumbles around, but Davies winds up with it again. Jones. The shorter point guards have all kinds of fun trying to deal with guys who are 6'5" and 6'6". All right, we got a foul. There's a foul on Amari Smith. That's his second. And gets King Duncan off the bench. He'll come check in. King Duncan coming in for Omari. You'll meet, the two fouls. You got to come on out. All right. Inbounds for Strong Rock. Gibson Jones, guarded by King Duncan. The shot will not fall off the front of the rim. Mike Rowe. Matthew Melvin. Over to Makai in the corner. Mr. Williams' three will not fall. Sean Roper with the rebound. Minute and a half left here in the first. Davies to Jacob Johannes, and he is called for traveling. So Pacelli getting the ball on the turnover. Grady Crow checking back in. He will go in for Jacob Johannes, the senior. Coming back to the bench. Roper, by the way, is a senior, too. They only got a couple of seniors on the roster. Michael Rowe to Matthew Melvin in the paint. Nice move. Melvin puts it home. 19-3 Pacelli. A little over a minute to go. Roper across the timeline. Davies. Gibson Jones now. Pulls up, drops back. Davies. Drives. Matthew Melvin with the foul. His first. Williams, Rowe, and Melvin with one foul each. Omari Smith with a pair for Pacelli. So 58.5 left. 19-3 Vikings. First shot from the line from Connor Davies is good. First points since Landon East's tray. Literally the only points that Strong Rock had managed up to this point. Second free throw. Goes in. From the corner, it's Arthur Jordan. Another tray from Jordan, who had that breakout game with 20 points the other night. Davies, 40 seconds left. Kicks it back out to the corner. Baseline drive, and a foul is called on Uriah Mazik, who has just checked in the ball game. Landon Coblin driving down the baseline. Uriah thought he had him cut off, but I guess a little too much body on that one. That's the junior's first foul tonight. First free throw from Coblin, no go. He's still looking for his first points of the night. 22-5 Pacelli. Coblin, second shot. Nope. Rebound, Jordan. Jordan to Makai Williams. Williams stops. Cross court. Michael Rowe, low post. And he is fouled. Foul be on Gibson Jones, his first. Dorian Jett checking into the ball game. Or will check into the ball game. Apparently, he's probably going to go in for Rowe. But we'll see. Rowe's free throw. In front of the rim, no. Nope, he'll be checking in for Makai Williams. Give Makai a break with 26-5 to go. Jett and King Duncan are the backcourt. Jett, the sophomore guard. Duncan, so both pair of sophomore guards back there. And Rowe hits the free throw. So it's now 23-5. Across the timeline, no shot clock at this point. Coblin, dribbling. Gets it to Davies. Davies, over to Jones. Jones, top of the circle. 12 seconds left, kicks it back out. That's Coblin, trying to drive. Uriah Mazik with some good defense. Jett coming up with a rebound, and he is fouled by 4.3 remaining. Sophomore's first shot. No. Off the rim. Vikings playing the kind of game they want to. It hasn't been really flashy, to be honest with you. No big jams, no anything else. They just want to come in, get the W, and get out of here. Second shot from Jett goes. 24-5. 4 seconds left. Let's see what Strong Rock can do. 2-1. Launching the shot. Coblin's three doesn't go anywhere. And that is it. 1 quarter's in the books. Pacelli with a 24-5 lead. You're watching the Beck Center Game of the Week on Georgia, Alabama Sports Live.
For the big, for the small, the short, and the tall. Peacemakers, risk takers. For the optimists, pessimists, exhibitionists. For long distance love. For the farsighted, nearsighted. For introverts and extroverts. For the thinkers and the doers. For old friends. Coca-Cola. For everyone.
Back to the land for the second quarter. Pacelli dominating in this one against Strong Rock, 24-5. Hey, tonight's game is brought to you by Glenn Smith Chevrolet GMC in Opelika, the first and original presenting sponsor on Georgia, Alabama Sports Live. We're glad to have them, too. Let me tell you, things kind of chill here at the land. Pacelli has just dominated from the get-go. Quite frankly, Strong Rock made one free throw or one field goal in the first half. It was a beautiful shot by Landon East from the corner, but that's all the offense they've been able to muster. All right. Pacelli getting things started. King Duncan trying to set the offense. Duncan driving in the paint. A little too much on the drive. Rebound by Jordan wasn't any good. Dorian Jett over to Uriah Mazik, who kicks it back out to King Duncan, and Duncan will reset it. Shot clock at 13. Mazik to Michael Rowe. Rowe, top of the circle. Arthur Jordan down low on the paint, and he is tied up. And yep, they're going to call a jump ball on this one, and the possession arrow goes to Strong Rock. That wasn't a very good offensive. That was not a good offensive possession, not by the Vikings. All right, so here we go. Here comes Strong Rock. Gibson Jones bringing up court across the timeline to Coblin. Landon Coblin. Taking it back to Jones. Jones. Ball stays on the perimeter. Brady Crow. Back to Coblin. Coblin kicking it back out. Dylan Wilson gets fouled. Fouls on Dorian Jett, his first. Coblin will inbounds. That's Brady Crow. Landon East driving. Shot blocked, but he was fouled before the shot was put up. Jordan Wood had the thing blocked. Fouls on Jett. That's Jett's second. Makai Williams to the scorer's table. Jelly 24-5. Just 1 minute gone here in the second quarter. First free throw from East goes. That gives him his 4th point of the night. Makai Williams checking in. Dorian Jett coming on out with those 2 fouls. And the second free throw, East hits it too. He's got 5 of the 6 points for the Patriots. King Duncan, guarded by Coblin. Duncan. Over to Rowe. Rowe. Looking to set it up, trying to go inside with it. Shuffles it off to Uriah Mazik. Mazik. King Duncan. At the free throw line. The jumper, nice fall away. It goes. 26-7, Pacelli. 19-point lead here. Landon East. Trying to find somebody to toss it to. Gets it to Gibson Jones. Jones to Davies. Davies. There's Jones again. Staying on the perimeter. 15 seconds on the shot clock. East for 3. Nails it. 8 points. 8 of the 9 points are from Landon East, who averages 3.8 points a ball game. He's having a pretty good night for sure. Makai Williams setting the offense this time. Rowe. The Makai low post driving bucket and the foul. Foul on East. That's his 3rd. Makai taking care of business tonight. Senior looking to finish off the 3-point play. And he does. So Makai Williams pick another point. Pacelli up 29-10. And foul called on King Duncan. For Duncan, his first. Gibson Jones to Davies. Davies on the perimeter. Back to Landon East, who's been the entire offense so far for Strong Rock. Coblin. Fall away. Good defense there by Uriah Mazik. Kept him from getting any kind of a shot off. Michael Rowe bringing it up court. Pulls up, gets it to King Duncan. Back to Rowe. Dropping off for King. Oh. King had the ball batted away. Coblin playing some tough defense. King drives. Arthur Jordan in the paint. Kicking it back out to Makai. Uriah Mazik on the wing. Makai. Big man has the ball stripped away by Coblin. Coblin on the run, pulls it back, but now he gets it to Jones. Jones puts it up, and he is fouled. It won't drop. Foul on Duncan, his 2nd. So 2 fouls on King Duncan here in the second quarter. That will send Gibson Jones to the line. Jones looking for his first points of the night. Landon East with 8. Connor Davis with 2. That's it. The only points from the field have been a pair of trays from Landon East. First shot, no good. Dorian Jett checking back in. Dane Andreessen coming on in. Jordan sitting down, and Landon East sitting down. Second free throw attempts. And it goes. And a nice drive by Dorian Jett. Dropping it in. He's got 3 on the evening. 31-11 Pacelli. That was a nice drive. Sophomore looking good on that. And we got a foul here. Away from the ball. They called Mackay for something here. That's Mackay's second. So he's going to sit down. Arthur Jordan coming back into the ball game. 4:32 left here in the first half. It's been all Pacelli so far. Vikings with a 20-point lead. I think they're discussing whether it's supposed to be a shot or not. Well, the Patriots are in the bonus, so that means that Landon Kaplan will go to the line to shoot. Here's the sophomore's first shot. It's in. His first point of the night. 31-12. The Vikings have been playing a solid game. Again, nothing spectacular. Second one goes. That makes it 31-12. Nothing spectacular. 31-13, rather. Nothing spectacular, just taking care of business. King Duncan to Arthur Jordan. Back to Duncan. Duncan resetting things. Coblin playing him close. Duncan drives. No, it was a little bit too strong, but Jordan's putback is nice. And that makes it 33-13. Vikings lead back up to 20. 4 minutes remaining here in the second quarter. Jones, top of the circle, thinks about it. No, Davies drives, kicks it back. Gibson Jones again, starting it over. 13 of the shot clock. Jones to Brady Crow. Crow. There's Jones. He's driving. Pass Rowe. Rowe blocks the shot. Arthur Jordan comes up with it. Jordan pushing it up court. Kicks it back to Rowe. Rowe in the paint. Spin move. Puts it up and in. Michael Rowe. Nice shot there. Rowe taking care of business. So let's take a break. You are watching the Beck Center Game of the Week on Georgia, Alabama Sports Live. And we're back at the land. Pacelli dominating tonight, 35-13. Been kind of a workman-like performance. There's been no flashy dunks or anything like that. But, I mean, you're up by 21 midway through the second quarter. Who's going to complain? Matthew Melvin back in the game. Coblin in the paint. His pass batted away by Jordan. Goes out of bounds. Strong Rock retains possession. Yeah, 35-13. We haven't seen any high-flying dunks. No fast break stuff. They've just been dominating. Gibson Jones setting the offense with 17 on the clock. Dane Andreessen back to Davies. This is back to Jones. 9, 8, 7 on the shot clock. Strong Rock trying to get something going here. Brady Crow, 1 on the shot clock. Ain't going to happen. Shot clock violation. The Patriots never came close to getting a shot away. Pacelli's defense kept them at bay out on the perimeter. Nothing was happening. All right, Matthew Melvin pushing up court. Melvin from the bench. He's going to let me get at it. His shot doesn't go. Second time, is that the charm? Nope, off the back of the rim again. Jordan, rebound. Jordan, dribbling it back out. Melvin, inside the road, low post, spin move. He gets hit, draws the foul. I'm guessing it'll be Brady Crow. It is indeed. Crow got him on the arm as he went up with the shot. Nothing was going to happen with that. Again, Rowe doing what he's supposed to do, draws the foul. First of his shots off the front of the rim. He's been having some issues there from the line the last couple games. But when he gets going, boy, does he get going. All right, Uriah Mazik checking back in. Melvin back on the bench. Second free throw right there. 36-13 Pacelli. 2:30 remaining. Tablin to Jones. Jones. Davies on the wing. Back to Jones. They're just out in the perimeter. They can't seem to get much going here. Andreessen. Starts to Jones. Jones tries driving. Arthur Jordan blocks the shot. Dorian Jett ahead to Amari Smith. Smith to Uriah Mazik. Mazik puts it home. Another bucket for the Vikings. 38-13. 38-13 Pacelli. 1:57 remaining now. The drive. Jones gets the bucket, draws the foul. That's on Uriah Mazik. Second foul on the junior. King Duncan getting up, check back in. So Gibson Jones will go to line, shooting 2. He's got 3 points on the night. Landon East has still been the heart of that offense. He's hit two trays. The only one of only 3 shots they've hit from the field. Jones had the other. All right. 38-16 Pacelli. 1:45 left. Amari Jones on the wing. 3. Nope, off the back of the rim. Dorian Jett rebound. Jett all tied up to Michael Rowe. Rowe in the corner. Jett back to Rowe. There's Arthur Jordan for 3. No, Jett with the rebound on the air ball. Jett and Andreessen tying it up. This time it goes to Strong Rock. They have that possession arrow. Vikings up by 22 with 1:22 remaining here in the first half. Landon Coblin across the timeline. Guarded by King Duncan. Coblin over on the wing. Dane Andreessen back to Coblin. Coblin. King Duncan's gliding him close. He tries the baseline. That's not happening. Jones almost loses it. Mike Rowe manages not to get the call for the foul there. Kicks it back out. Andreessen's tray goes nowhere. Vikings pushing it up court. Rowe has the ball batted out of his hands by Coblin. 50.8 remaining here. 38-16 Pacelli. Duncan inbounds to Rowe. Back out to Duncan. He hits the tray. Oh, yeah. Beautiful. Nothing but net. Not happening. Dylan Wilson goes up for it. They're saying the Vikings last a touch. 21.5. No more shot clock. Coblin will inbounds. There's East. Not happening. Here come the Vikings. Rowe bringing up court with 14. Rowe in the corner. Amari Smith. Air ball. That one last touch by Dorian Jett. So with 8.3 left, Strong Rock may get the chance at the last shot. Hold on. Referee's going to talk about this one. Nope. Nope. They said, yep. Nope. I was right there. It is what it is. Calvin Thomas not thrilled, but what are you going to do? 6-5. Ball at midcourt. Jones for 3. Fall away. Doesn't even come close. And that was the way things break at the half. The Pacelli Vikings dominating this one, leading it 41-16 over Strong Rock. All right, let's take a break. You're watching the Beck Center Game of the Week on Georgia, Alabama Sports Live.
at Glenn Smith Chevrolet. Let's kick off 2026 with a bang. We will not be undersold. Chevy Traverse with 3-row seating up to $7,250 off. The impressive Chevy Equinox up to $5,500 off. Enjoy no payments until springtime. Get your lowest price guaranteed today. Smart people from all over the USA come to Glenn Smith Chevrolet. Get ready to smile.
Georgia Alabama Sports Live wants to say thank you to Zaxby's for their continued partnership with us for over the last couple of years since we started this. Your partnership has meant the world for us to give you premier coverage for all the local sporting events around the Chattahoochee Valley area. And specifically, I want to thank Judson Humphreys, my good friend, and the Phoenix City location being with us from the very beginning, man.
Absolutely. Well, we just appreciate what y'all do in the community for these student athletes, and we just want to be a part of it.
Whether it's tailgating, parties, or you just want a quick bite to eat, come to the Phoenix City Zaxby's location and tell them Georgia Alabama Sports Live and Thrift sent you. Thank you again to Judson Humphreys and Zaxby's for our continued partnership on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
For the big, for the small, the short, and the tall. Peacemakers, risk takers, for the optimists, pessimists, exhibitionists, for long-distance love, for the far-sighted, nearsighted, for introverts and extroverts, for the thinkers and the doers, for old friends. Coca-Cola, for everyone.
Your surprisingly great rates? Contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Carol Purdue in Phoenix City today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Imagine a life-changing injury. Imagine the fear and unknown. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team, the only physicians in the area with advanced certification in orthopedic sports medicine, treats sports injuries with innovative techniques. The Houston Clinic has helped nearly 1 million athletes live without pain. Imagine getting back in the game. Imagine the best game of your life. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team.
Houlihan serves fresh, handcrafted dishes made just the way you like them. Juicy burgers, sizzling steaks, crisp salads, and shareable appetizers set the table for every appetite. Relax with friends, celebrate special moments, or enjoy a casual night out. Houlihan's delivers great food, great drinks, and great times, with 2 locations in Columbus, downtown at the Marriott Hotel and on Sidney Simons Boulevard at the Doubletree Hotel.
Georgia Alabama Sports Live wants to say thank you to Zaxby's for their continued partnership with us for over the last couple of years since we started this. Your partnership has meant the world for us to give you premier coverage for all the local sporting events around the Chattahoochee Valley area. And specifically, I want to thank Judson Humphreys, my good friend, and the Phoenix City location being with us from the very beginning, man.
Absolutely. Well, we just appreciate what y'all do in the community for these student athletes, and we just want to be a part of it.
Whether it's tailgating, parties, or you just want a quick bite to eat, come to the Phoenix City Zaxby's location and tell them Georgia Alabama Sports Live and Thrift sent you. Thank you again to Judson Humphreys and Zaxby's for our continued partnership on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. What's up, everyone? Thrift Behringer here, and I am with Terry Johnson and Terry Johnson Agency, one of the first sponsors I ever had when I started this endeavor over 4 years ago when I was doing it off my phone. I want to say thank you so much for believing in our vision of being able to serve the community, shine a light on all these athletes, all these programs. And Terry Johnson Agency, they've been serving the community for over 40 years. Home, auto, life, church. Terry Johnson's been helping my family and me specifically. He's my insurance agent, and I want to say thank you so much for your support.
Thank you, Thrift, and I appreciate the opportunity that you gave me 4 years ago to come on board and to be an initial sponsor with you. And it's just been a good association with you and a pleasure to work with you, and look forward to a long association even further down the road.
No doubt about it. Again, serving the community for many years. You need a quote today, give them a call. Jeremy Crosby, his daughter Brooke, and of course, Mr. Terry. They're going to make you feel at home. They're going to take care of you. He's my insurance agent. It's Terry Johnson Agency, big supporter of Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
For the thinkers and the doers, for old friends. Coca-Cola, for everyone.
When you have everything you need to start strong, you can give everything you've got.
Killing it.
Get stronger with best-in-class equipment at Planet Fitness. Save $28 or more when you join for just $1 down, $15 a month. Cancel anytime. Deal extended to Friday, January 16th.
You got this.
And we're back at the land. Pacelli dominating Strong Rock tonight, 41-16. Leading the way for the Vikings, Michael Rowe with 10 points. Arthur Jordan's got 8. Makai Williams with 6. Matthew Melvin's got 5. Dorian Jett 3. Omari Smith 2. King Duncan's got 5. It's just been balanced scoring all around. Uriah Mazik with a pair. Meanwhile, for Strong Rock, Landon East with 8 of their 16 points. Strong Rock only hit 3 shots from the field the entire first half. The Pacelli defense has shut them down completely. They've come out with it hasn't been an exciting performance. It's just been good defense. Hey, tonight's coverage is brought to you by Coca-Cola, a presenting sponsor on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. With deep ties to our schools and strong support for local youth athletics, hey, it was a no-brainer to partner with them. Coca-Cola. All right, so here we go, second half. The Vikings looking to put the finishing touches on a win. Again, they have just absolutely completely dominated in this ballgame. Almost without effort, it seems. Here we go. Amari Smith on the wing. Arthur Jordan at the top of the circle. Jordan to Mackay. Mackay out there on the perimeter, too. Looking to take it inside to Jordan, and he does it, Jordan. Nice power move. Arthur Jordan, nice bucket. 43-16, Jordan with 10 points on the night. Remember, he had 20 points last time out on Tuesday. Well, they beat up Calvary. Strong Rock trying to get something going offensively. And Matthew Melvin with the steal. There he goes, taking it on in for the layup. He misses. Michael Rowe tries with the putback. First one doesn't go. Second one doesn't go, but he gets fouled. Caught one upside the head. Melvin is just like, how did I miss that one? It's one of those deals. So Rowe, first of his 2 shots, it drops. Rowe's been good for the line tonight. Seven of his 11 points have come from the free throw stripe. Next one. Yeah, make that 8 points. Eight of his 12 points from the line. 45-16. Goblin. Over to Brady Crow. Crow to Jones. The pass to Wilson. Wilson loses control of it. Something winds up with it. Matthew Melvin ahead to Michael Rowe. Slams it home. There we go. Got something going there. 47-16. That could maybe be a Houlihan's play of the week. Oh, Landon East. Whoa, that was from the parking lot, folks. A 3-pointer. He's got 11. All right, Rose sending it inside. Melvin. Low post, kicking it back out. Smith at the line. Arthur Jordan, mid-range. Yes. Jordan's been on fire lately. 12 points for Jordan. 14 for Rowe. Those guys have been filling it up tonight. Jones from way out there. Rims in and out. Melvin the rebound. Melvin ahead to Mackay. Mackay! No, it won't fall, but he does draw the foul from Gibson Jones. Jones is third. Pacelli not quite to half 100 now. Mackay's going to see what he can do about getting over that little hump there, getting to that half 100, getting that 50-point mark. And we're only 2 minutes into the second half. And, rolls off. Mackay's missed a couple. He's usually Mr. Automatic. There we go, Mackay with his second free throw attempt. Taking his time. Yeah, that was nothing but net there. He's got 7 of 9, 50-19, Pacelli. Goblin bringing up court for the Patriots. Get back to Jones. Jones on the wing, it's East. The pass almost got away from Wilson. He managed to hang on to a Goblin now. Guarded by Rowe, kicking it back to Jones. Jones in the paint underneath. That's Brady Crow. Not happening. Defense. Omari Smith knocks it away. Jordan. Arthur Jordan with the slam. Jordan, 14 points on the night. That could be a Houlihan's play of the week. That was pretty. Oh, brother. Arthur Jordan. Great play off the fast break. And they're taking a break, so let's us take a break. You're watching the Beck Center Game of the Week on Georgia, Alabama Sports Live.
For the big, for the small, the short, and the tall. Peacemakers, risk takers. For the optimists, pessimists, exhibitionists. For long distance love. For the farsighted, nearsighted. For introverts and extroverts. For the thinkers and the doers. For old friends. Coca-Cola. For everyone.
All right, we are back at the land. Make sure to follow Georgia Alabama Sports Live on all social media platforms for the latest updates on local sports in our area. Do not miss a game. Subscribe to all of our pages today. And hey, don't forget our Alex Quinney All-State Good Hands player of the game. Arthur Jordan was the player of the game on Tuesday versus Calvary. He was making a run for it again. Jordan with 14 points on the night. He and Michael Rowe leading the way. Strong Rock trying to get something going here. Brady Crow tries to send it inside. And Dylan Wilson finally gets the drop on that one. A little flip pass, a little scoop. 52-21, Pacelli. Mackay to Jordan from way out there. Jordan hitting a three-pointer from out. That's another parking lot shot. Jordan, what a game. And Strong Rock turns it over. An unforced error. Dylan Wilson inbounded it. Gibson Jones lost his balance. Rolled out of bounds. Pacelli ball. 55-21 Vikings. Matthew Melvin will inbound here. Melvin. Getting close. All right, Jordan. All right, another three. Up off the rim. Rowe kicking it back to Jordan. Jordan stepping back. He starts to lose it. All right, kicks it back out to Mackay, who says, let's get this offense churning. Some motion here. So Mackay on the perimeter. Inside, Rowe, low post. And a foul is called on Dylan Wilson, his second of the night. Checking into the game, Connor Davies. And checking out, Brady Crow. Vikings about to inbound from underneath their own basket. That'll be Matthew Melvin. Melvin to Omari Smith. Smith, low post turn move. Yes, that was pretty. He did a little spin move there down the low post. Got the hook and got it to drop. 4 points for Smith. 57-21 Pacelli. Inside. That's a nice play by Dylan Wilson. Went in there and did the little hook layup. He's got 4 points. 57-23. Pacelli setting things up. Mackay to Smith. Smith. Another spin move. That was a baseline drive. That didn't go anywhere. That was blocked. Strong Rock on transition. Jones, baseline. Tries to shoot it up and over Jordan. Nothing doing. Michael Rowe with the rebound to Mackay. Here we go. Slam. Mackay, one of his big slams there. 59-23. You can see Mackay wind up on that one. And a foul. Foul is on Michael Rowe. That one is Rowe's second. That'll be Gibson Jones going to the line for the Patriots. First one off the front, doesn't drop. Wholesale changes now. Dorian Jett, Uriah Folds, and Uriah Mazik coming on in. Leaving the game, the big three, Mackay Williams, Michael Rowe, and Matthew Melvin. Some guys on the back end of the bench getting some playing time, some needed playing time. And the second free throw from Jones does drop. He's got 5 of the night, 59-24. All right, here come the Vikings. Bringing court Omari Smith. Smith. Not even messing around, going straight to the hoop. It will not drop, though. Rebound, Landon East. Strong Rock pushing it. Coblin kicking out to Jones. Jones tries the mid-range jumper fall away. Won't go. Omari Smith rebound. Smith pushing it up court. Smith, again, going to take it. He kicks it out. The pass was meant for Dorian Jett. It was overthrown. Somebody from the crowd grabbed it and fired it back up. I'm trying to figure out who that was that did that. I think it was Liam Lurch over there, one of the football players. It was an air ball, but Liam gave it a shot, you know. All right. Timeout has been called. Let us take a break. You're watching the Beck Center Game of the Week on Georgia, Alabama Sports Live.
For the big, for the small, the short, and the tall. Peacemakers, risk takers. For the optimists, pessimists, exhibitionists. For long distance love. For the farsighted, nearsighted. For introverts and extroverts. For the thinkers and the doers. For old friends. Coca-Cola. For everyone.
3 minutes remaining here in the second. Well, 3 minutes and 2 seconds. We're going to get technical. 59-24, Pacelli dominating Strong Rock tonight. Tonight's coverage brought to you by Houston Clinic, a presenting sponsor on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. World-class orthopedic care right here at home. Strong Rock bringing it up court now as the clock ticks past 3 here in the third quarter. Gibson Jones over to Coblin. Coblin, laying to Coblin's 3, air ball. Goes out of bounds. It'll be Pacelli ball. Pacelli, of course, is emptying the bench a little bit. See these guys that don't get a lot of playing time, see what they can do out there. Get them some minutes with starter Omari Smith out there for a little bit of support here. All right, King Duncan running the offense. Duncan to Smith on the low post. Smith kicking it back out. Dorian Jett thought about it, but he lost the handle on it. Here's King Duncan. Duncan inside to Smith. Ball goes out of bounds. Last touched by Dylan Wilson of the Patriots. He doesn't like that call, but it is what it is. Inbounds, Omari Smith. Smith, paint, run, fouled. Let's see who they call a foul on. That one's on 22. That'd be Connor Davies, his first. Omari Smith will go to line. Smith with 4 points tonight. Again, the big night so far. Arthur Jordan with 17. Jordan has just been outstanding. Rowe has got 14, doing a nice jam. And then Makai Williams with 9. Who had a real pretty jam toward the end. All right, Smith's first shot, yes. Smith with 5. It's now 60-24 Pacelli. Calvin Thomas getting a check to see what the back end of his bench can do here. Playoffs start in a week and a half. Second free throw, yes. So Omari Smith with 6, Pacelli up 61-24. Gibson Jones for Strong Rock on the wing. East thinks about it. Then he drops up the 3. This time will not go. Rebound. King Duncan. Duncan. Taking up court on transition. Duncan. Pulls up. Tries to hit from the free throw line. Not happening. Rebound. Omari Smith. Smith muscling up. First, his putback will not go. East with the rebound. East to Coblin. Coblin bringing it up court. Across the timeline. He's being double teamed. And Dorian Jett called for a foul. That'll be Jett's third. Not a shooting foul. Minute 50 here to go in the third quarter. Jacob Johannes checking in for Strong Rock. Coming out, Dylan Wilson. Davies. That's East driving and the layup. East with 13 points tonight. 61-26 Pacelli. East 13, literally half his team's points. Duncan running the offense now. Almost loses Omari Smith. Smith low post. And it will not fall. Close, but not quite. Smith coming up with the rebound, though. His putback won't drop, but he is fouled. Foul on this time is going to be on Gibson Jones. That is his 4th. Gibson Jones with 4 fouls here. Minute 19 in the third. Jones, the team's leading scorer, averaging 9 points a ball game. They're pretty balanced scoring. Landon Coblin averages 8.5. Caleb Godry, who has not seen playing time tonight, averages 8.7. And coming into the ball game, Dane Andreessen and Sean Roper. Coming out, Jones and Connor Davies. All right, Omari Smith stepping up to the line to shoot 2. And the first one, yes. All right. Jones hitting the free throw. 62-26. There we go. From a three from Sean Roper, the senior hits it. 62-29 now. All right, Duncan trying to set things up here. Duncan. Got to get a little motion in this offense. Everybody's kind of standing around. Uriah. Mazik. Back to Duncan. Duncan. He was looking for Uriah Folds. Folds had done a cut, and Duncan missed it. Bad pass on Duncan. The offense has been a little bit stagnant right here. They're kind of standing around. They're trying to get the motion working. All right. From the corner, the three by Jacob Johannes will not go. Pacelli bringing it up court. Omari Smith driving, and he is fouled. That's going to be on Johannes. Not much question about that one. So Omari Smith will head to the line. Omari Smith, 7 points on the night. Shooting 2, 28 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. First one, rims in and out. This has been, like I've been saying all night, this has been kind of a workmanlike performance for the Vikings. There have only been a couple of even somewhat spectacular plays. They're known for a fast break and crazy dunks and just some beautiful basketball. Tonight it's been basically workmanlike effort, playing great defense and keeping Strong Rock off balance. Arthur Jordan's checked in the game. Omari Smith. This is the second rebound, goes to Sean Roper. Okay, here comes Strong Rock. Shot clock's off. Roper. Back to Coblin. In the corner, Andreessen. The Coblin in the paint. Coblin has to kick it back out. East driving, kicking it back out to Johannes. Johannes. There's Coblin. The three won't go. Jordan with the rebound. 2 seconds, 1 second. Can they get it up there? Jet was thinking about trying to do a layup. The buzzer sounded. He got hammered pretty good underneath the bucket. But it was after the buzzer sounded, no fouls. And so that's where we're going to call it right here. 3 quarters are in the books. Pacelli leading at 62-29. You are watching the Rec Center Game of the Week on Georgia, Alabama Sports Live.
At Glenn Smith Chevrolet. Let's kick off 2026 with a bang. We will not be undersold. Chevy Traverse with 3-row seating up to $7,250 off. The impressive Chevy Equinox up to $5,500 off. Enjoy no payments until springtime. Get your lowest price guaranteed today. Smart people from all over the USA come to Glenn Smith Chevrolet. Get ready to smile.
All right, back to the land. Pacelli taking on a Strong Rock. And on the clock, they put 6 minutes on the clock for this fourth quarter. So I don't know if they meant to do that. I guess we'll see. They may be shortening up the game. Part of it is Strong Rock's got to get back. They got to get back to Locust Grove, and it's supposed to snow tonight. That's the reason the game started an hour early. The weather was threatening, and they got to get Strong Rock in and out of here. All right. Shortened fourth quarter. Roper on the wing. To Jalen Broomfield in the corner. Broomfield all the way out to Gibson Jones. Jones driving. Slings out to Broomfield in the corner. Broomfield's three is good. Broomfield, the senior, hitting the tray. That cuts it to 62-32. All right, Duncan trying to set the offense for the Vikings. Jet. Arthur Jordan. Okay, why not? No, the three doesn't go this time. But Duncan rebound inside to Jet. That was pretty. Jet was right there. Basic, a perfect feed to Jet. Well done there by Duncan. 64-32. Jones out to Broomfield in the corner, kicking it back out. That's Andreessen. And that's not it. Save. Nope, it went out of bounds, so it's Pacelli ball. 4:52 left. Right now, we're just trying to get this thing done. Pacelli has run away with this one. Duncan setting up that offense. Again, not a lot of movement here. Dorian Giaa fouled. Dane Andreessen with his second foul of the night. Vikings do not have the bonus, so that's not happening. Mazik inbounding to Duncan. Here go the Vikings. Duncan. Mazik. Duncan down low. Oh, he loses it off his fingertips. Calvin Thomas gave a thumbs up on that one, though, because it was a really good pass by Uriah Mazik. He's trying to get a little bit of rhythm going with the backups in there. Jordan, the only starter in the lineup now. There's got to be some continuity. All right, Andreessen driving in the paint to Roper. Roper underneath for two. He's got 5 points on the night. Cuts it to 64-34. Just under 4 minutes now. Duncan setting that offense. Mazik on the wing. Arthur Jordan. Down to Uriah Folds in the corner. Uriah. The pass to Uriah Mazik. Caught Mazik off guard. Out of bounds. Turnover. 3:33 remaining now. Roper across the timeline. That's Andreessen. In the paint. Coughs it up. Last touch by Pacelli. Not sure who. Might have been Jordan, might have been Mazik. This is one of those coaching challenges. You got to keep your guys playing. You got to learn something. From the corner, no good. Rebound, Mazik. It went off his hand. Let's see who they give it to. Now they said that Strong Rock touched it last, so Pacelli retains possession. 3-minute mark now in a 30-point game. Duncan. For three! Yes! Duncan from out in the parking lot. And 8. He's got 8 on the night. 67-34 Pacelli. Jones driving the paint. And they're going to call that one, it looks like, on Mazik. Nope, the foul will be on Duncan. That is his third. Not a shooting foul. Strong Rock will inbound. Jones. Andreessen from the corner hits the three. His first points of the night. 67-37. 2.5 now. Duncan. Dribbling on the perimeter. Pass to Giaa. Overshoots Giaa. Stolen by Strong Rock. Andreessen on the wing, driving into the paint, and it will not fall. Davies with the rebound. Davies is fouled. And a foul will be on Uriah Mazik. That's his third. Connor Davies heading the line to shoot two. He's got 2 points on the night so far. Now he's got 3. Uriah Folds is setting up down by the buck, down in the corner. They're going to try to whip it to him if they can. And the turnover. Here comes Dorian Giaa. Giaa to Folds in the corner. Giaa. Folds, his shot is blocked by Gibson Jones. Took too long to set it up. Jones driving. Underneath, Roper, a reverse. Gets the bucket. 67-39. They're trying to set up Uriah Folds for something here. There you go. The freshman on a pass to him goes out of his hands. They're trying to get Folds. He scored points earlier this season. They're trying to get the 5'3" freshman some points. Folds is out there busting his rear end at practices every day. They're trying to set him up so he can have a little bit of glory here in this 30-point game for 27. All right. 3, no good. Rebound to Dane Andreessen, who kicks it back out. Johannes Andreessen. No. Rebound. Johannes winds up with it. Johannes getting back out to Broomfield. Broomfield for three. Nope. Air ball. But a foul. The foul is on Jet. That's his fourth. 1:08 remaining here in the final quarter. 67-40 Pacelli. Again, this is the chance for the guys at the back end of the bench to get out there, get a little playing time, get their feet wet. First one from Broomfield goes. That's his fourth point of the night. Broomfield is a senior. Second shot, no. Broomfield's a senior. His point totals and averages are low. He doesn't get much playing time. I mean, this is his last go round. They want to get him out there and get him some playing time too. Doing it right. And the third free throw does fall. Broomfield with 5. Here come the Vikings. Duncan setting it up. Folds in the corner. We'll see if they get it to him here. Left side, Mazik to Jordan. Jordan to Folds. Come on, Uriah. Here we go. Nope, back to Jordan. And Jordan manages not to turn it over. 10 on the shot clock. 42 seconds left. Duncan. Mazik driving. Draws the foul. Can't get the bucket, but he does draw the foul. That'll be Johannes with his second on the night. They're trying to get Uriah Folds set up for a three. They are. They're doing their best. It's not a shooting foul. So here we go. 35 left. There's 10 seconds on the shot clock. There we go. The inbounds is stolen by Sean Roper. Roper, baseball pass to Broomfield. Broomfield driving in. And great defense. Two guys swung at him, and he was not able to get his feet under him. Arthur Jordan driving it down court. Folds, and the pass through Folds' hands. Arthur put a little bit too much steam on it, and Uriah just could not get his grip on it. All right, 67-42. 20 seconds left. No more shot clock. Let's see how this one ends. Here we go. Looks like they're going to try for the last shot. Strong Rock. Davies. Back to Andreessen. Andreessen firing up the three. No. Rebound. Roper. Putback does go. And that's your ball game. The Pacelli Vikings putting another one in the win column, beating Strong Rock 67-44. And you know what? For the second straight game, who was our player of the game? Arthur Jordan. Jordan, the leading scorer tonight for the Vikings. He had 17 points, including a pair of three-pointers. So let's make Arthur Jordan our Alex Quinney All-State Good Hands player of the game. A decent performance by the Vikings. Wasn't exactly inspired, but it was workmanlike. They did it well. And when you're not being flashy and you go out there and win big, that's a good sign. Good sign with the playoffs coming up. So the Pacelli Vikings have racked up a 67-44 victory over Strong Rock tonight in a Region 5 contest. The Vikings will get back in action next Thursday when they play host to the Brookstone Cougars. We will be here for that. Count on it. For producer Ricky Rogers, I'm Dave Plata. Thanks for watching. You've been watching the Beck Center Game of the Week on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.